All of this is just getting on my nerves.
Welcome back, guys. This week Matt tackles the old derelict barn to sort through all the fun free tools that we found lying around.
Another unmarked jerry can.
We'll also show you the hand-drawn plans for the existing property,
This is the building behind us.
alongside the plans and building regulations that we have for the property that we'll be building ourselves. So let's jump into this week's video.
This is the new generator that we've got. I don't think we've ever shown it on camera, but it's clever and it's expensive, and it's a 4 kilowatt output, and that charges up the entire battery, which lasts us like just the sort of parasitic lows, like the background sort of stuff. If you don't like put any electric heaters on, a full battery will last us like a few days. I was missing out the fact that we do also have solar on top. I mean, that does a lot of the background stuff, but even in winter that does a lot of the background stuff. But anyway, so we're spending, after the investment on the generator itself and the solar, spending probably about £3 a winter day on petrol, maybe. It's a very, very, very loose estimate. But yeah, we're going to be sticking all of that stuff that's always in our eyes, always in shot, over there. But I need to make some room first. In our very first video, I think I did like a walk around and I kind of showed what was in this like side garage, but I don't think I had any audio. But this is basically a massive, I think, just a pit, like working on cars. One of the sleepers has fallen through, like when I first started messing about with it. So I've had to have these here for about 3 months now. I've just been tiptoeing over them, hoping not to fall down into that very dark pit. But yeah, so I think people would go down there and then park a car above it. You'd have to be very trusting that someone was going to move it again, I guess, like work on the underside of cars and stuff. Or I guess more like machinery, I don't know, because this was like more agricultural than it wasn't like a mechanic or anything. Yeah, useful thing. I never knew that there were so many different types of lubricants, oils, and cleaning fluids and chemicals that like one business could need and would leave here. But there are literally like 20, maybe 30 large like vessels of different coded oils or chemicals or things, grease guns, things like that, that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. But it's one of those things where you feel it because there's value in it, you don't want to throw it away. But I think I'll store them in the shed or something. Because I think you can use oil or used oil or oil that's not specifically for an engine, where it doesn't need to be the certain sort of like 10 or 15 or 5W, whatever. I think you can actually use it to try and sort of like help like rust proof on things. So maybe I'll pour it all into one big potion and then use that with a thick brush and just do the underside of the van or something with it. I don't know. It's got to be some sort of use for it all. And gas. I'm scared to even test to see if it works. There's nothing like hot, so nice. Free petrol. Old petrol, probably. I say probably, definitely. Yeah, it's gone kind of yellow, so. Why am I hanging on to this? Metal paint. No more dirty bike. 2-stroke. I will actually use that. I'll probably look up if it goes off or not. It's like half a bottle of it, but I 2-stroke the strimmer, the borrowed strimmer from my father, and the pole chainsaw both need 2-stroke. And I'm sure I'll be getting
other tools and stuff that need it. Vinyl paint, full tin. Backpack for Heidi next year, next term. Do the weeding. Paving grouse type thing. Tile adhesive, that would have been useful. Nice. Lithium grease. Oh, more liquids. $15W50. Don't think I've ever had a vehicle that ends with a 50, but bleach. Antifreeze, definitely use that. 10W40. PVA glue. Could do some glue traps for the rats and that. Scooter cape. Oh, my favourite. This is another unmarked jerry can. Let's have a look. Let's pour it out and have a guess. Oh, clear with sludge. This one. Sludge goes back in the container. Keep that for my sludge. Bitumen paint. Finally. Multi-purpose marine grease. For greasing my marine products. Seacocks and furlers. Folding props, winches, trailer bearings. For extreme conditions. Harmony lubrication. Nice. Grease bucket. Always useful. Catching my grease. Various. Useful for various. And that one. It is actually quite good. Some mole grips, is it? And like a 10-pack of angle grinder blades and metal. That is actually very useful. With the sort of thick ones, so it's for like thick metal cutting discs. That is actually very useful. I don't know what that is. I think these might be for feeding goats. Or dogs. Measuring jug for some baking later. Ooh, that feels light. There is actually quite a lot of genuinely useful things that I don't think will go out of date. But these have got to be my favourite. The unmarked liquids. It's paint stripper, I think. Ugh. I can restore this somehow. I know it'll be old. And I think I don't actually have a mitre saw, so that'll be very good. It's like everything's stuck on it, but oh, no, I just don't know how to use it apparently. So that in. I'm gonna plug this in a bit. Grease gun, complete with grease. Another. Can't see the brand, but some sort of corded angle grinder, but it's been cut off. Like I've got a corded one already, so. And also that just, I mean, yeah, not the best. I don't know what this is. Some sort of, it's got a bar gauge on it, so some sort of air pressure. So it's got to be some sort. I've never really worked with like air compressed tools. But I think they used to do like nailers and stuff with them, or still do. Saws, always good. Probably sit them in some sort of like a de-rusting bath in a bit. Yeah, like a rust pile. So chuck in like some sort of vat. That'll be good. Yeah, here. Another greaser. It was a greasy place. Extreme lube. Always useful. In fact, I can test these things now with the generator. Do you know what? I'm not going to test them now because that sound is just irritating. Can you tell me what this is? Has again the compressor attachment and some sort of dust bag. Some sort of powder in there. I don't know. I'm scared of things exploding. I don't know why. 12 volt light, I think. 12 volt lamp rather. Or maybe it's like a Noid light. So like a tool for like a mechanic. So you put like, I could be talking absolute shit here, but there is a tool that you get where like you attach to ground, and then you use the positive connection on the 12 volt lamp, bulb, whatever, to see when 12 volts is pulsing. Like if you're doing it diesel injectors, would be useful if I could use it, but it's all soaking wet, and I don't even know if that's it. Everything so far is in the keep pile. Ooh, nice. Can't go wrong with these. These are just drill bits, but they've been stuck in a metal box, so they're not rusted at all. More compressor stuff. I really don't know. Obviously, in agriculture, it's very common to use compressor attached to tools. It's like I'm making up these like liquids, chemical metal. It sounds useful. So that's what I'm scared of as well. So there's just like in murky little bits that just look like a load of rubbish at the bottom of some of the boxes. There's like fresh new blade. I will keep that there. It's just lots of attachments for compressors, which I don't know if they're scrap. I don't know, because it's like air flowing through all the pipes and stuff like that. Maybe they need to be kept really clean, and these are just completely rubbish now. But I mean, I might just ask somebody nearby if they want all of this compressor type stuff, because if I buy a nailer, it's going to be an electric frame nailer anyway, or a gas like insert one, not like something connected to a compressor. So I don't need any of this stuff. There's quite a lot of it. I'll put all the compressor stuff in one place, and then somebody can have it if they want it. This is what I like. Heavy boxes with a brand that I recognise is I'm Hell. Worth keeping, I guess. It's like a corded, like an old corded drill with a set of bits and the tape. There's little bit of attachments as well, and some sockets to attach. That's nice. What I might do is I might put all of the corded tools that like I'm just not suitable for like house building, and just take a picture of them all and say if anybody wants to pick them up for like 50 quid, they can have like all of them, or even just for free. Now this it sounds like I'm joking, but I mean I just love stuff like this, like metal boxes for things. That's just nice. Looks like an ammunition box. I don't think it was though, or is. It's even got holes to wall mount it. Let's go into the de-rust pile. Woolworths workshop orbital sander. Woolworths went out of business like when I was like I don't even think I was a teenager. So I would really like. I'm gonna get a test file going as well, and then I'll do some tests. And it's never even been used because it's got. Unlikely to have been used very much at least because it's got the piece of paper with the wireable socket, wireable plug telling you how to wire it up. Test that. Rubbish. Another, I think, empty but drill bit box. I like these. Tape measure. No reason in not keeping it. Keep. More scissors. Still choppy. Very rusted, I think, riveter. Looks like it would press things. Again, there are lots of difference between like agricultural style tools and, well, no, I suppose people do use like riveting in like a building and like regular work, but if this even is something to rivet with. Rust pile. Torque screwdriver, nice. There's so many little bits to that, there's no point in really de-rusting it, so that's rubbish. That box, yes. Tetanus distributor. Those are old rusted tools like chisels and stuff that I just chuck in the rust pile and see how they come up. Contact adhesive, but they are flooring coating, anti-slip additive. Smart. Cleaner for PVC and ABS. Don't know what ABS is, but UPVC for, I'm guessing, for the frames of modern windows, like plastic windows. I'm chucking all the gardening tools outside because I'm going to take them up to the pig pen. Definitely use these jump cables to try and clear up the ends of them. Maybe, probably not. Wallpaper stripper, test pile. Gotta be. Why not? This is obviously brand new. Old but unused. Ratitude, but unused because it's got the bulb in a little box inside it. Halogen lamp. So I guess I'll keep that for in here, or I like the pressure water thing, like a waterer. Always useful. Cast load nails for like a nail gun. That box is full of water, but if it's got the nail gun that goes with these, I'm going to be very excited. Sander, test part, jigsaw test part again. Extension lead, I don't know. Probably a bad idea to ever use that. Test part, torch. Fat battery in it. Let's see. Imagine if that worked. I don't know. It's going in the test pile. I'm going to dry it out. Battery technology has come on such a long way. This is like a rechargeable battery, and it says it's got sealed lead acid battery. Don't leave flat. Yeah, and it's that size, like the size of probably the weight of like a modern day like 5-6 amp hour 18 volt, and it's 6 volt 3 amp hour. It's not rusted though because it's been always completely submerged. I don't know if that makes any sense. Level. Level's leveling. Sandpaper, no. Toy car, yes. charge of something, probably that torch, maybe. I don't know why I'm using the torch. Scrap. Visor. Ah, a hawk. Probably in better condition than the one that I left out in the rain that we bought. So, definitely keep that. Nailer? No? No. That's better than mine. Nice. Sealant gun, or skeleton gun, whatever. Another sander. I don't know what was so rough. Another sander. 2 of them in here. Test part. Cut off. Roller for something. My rolling mixer. I've also bought one of them recently. Didn't look at the garage. Skeleton gun. Strangely, the ones that were submerged completely in water are like in decent condition. Oh my god. I don't know what that's for. It's like a skeleton gun, but like it's got 2 pushers. Another sander. There is no nail gun, obviously. And just some more hand tools. Might keep that as the rust box. This one's actually mine. It's a winch. That's like brand new. Well, not brand new. It's like a year-old. This goes with that compressor. The water sprayer. Ooh, rust box. Trowel it was. A large cutting disc. I don't have anything that could be used with that, but it's old and probably sodden, so I'll keep it. Some sort of like a attachment for the ball of like a tow bar, I think. Rust box. Pickaxe head, definitely rust box. Oh my god. Tons of sockets that are just like rusted over. Jaw handle. Oh yes. I'm going to say that's all rubbish. Sneaky blades again. That's rubbish. I've got lots of sockets. No. It's like I see these in like breakdown kits, so I thought that would like the automotive stuff. Again, it's like a jack for like a small car or a trailer, I think. Don't know if it's missing an attachment. But... An engraving kit. Courtney will like that. That's Christmas. Light, I assume probably broken, that was going to be replaced with the other one, but we'll keep it anyway. A test file, that's it. Another, I think, 12-volt light. Oh yeah, with a car, like a cigarette lighter attachment. That's pretty good actually. Test. It's like a main size, like a, I suppose like a valved, like T piece for like a mains water. Doesn't need tested. That'll be. I don't know. I'll keep that. That's the rubbish box. Bulbs, camping stove thing. part of like an exhaust pipe. I could use this when I get tired, I suppose. More 12-volt like jumper cables and stuff. Oh, as usual, spark plugs. We'll keep those. The rest of the tow bar, or the tow ball. Oh my god, a rag. Finally, a rag. Rust. Lovely box. Clutch fluid. Got all the automotive fluids going on. Test that light. Lovely photograph framed of the Twin Towers. Yeah. Large clamps. Sash clamps, I think they're called. Because you wear them like this. If you've done well. So the carpenter of the day gets them, like a sash. Don't know what these are called, but they're for like sieving the larger particles out of like a compost and stuff, which is useful. This is a long rod, a long rust rod. This is for rodding things far away from you, like a rust rod. These are for getting free parking. Here we go. This is all the tools I want now. Hiking. Oh yes. Label still on. Diet starts tomorrow, I think. Long STS bit. That's actually very, very, very useful for my work. De-rust pile. Here we go. I think this was like a hedge trimmer minus its blade. I'm not sure, but I mean, unless I come across a blade, that's rubbish. Another hand saw. It's for like cutting edges, gardening. 2, so you can really, really, really get a shake on. And a fork. That's... It's just like a threaded end, so I'm guessing that in the bottom of the water there'll probably be some, like a broom or something, like a broom head. Well, keep it anyway. Oh. Another sander. What was going on? Might be exaggerating, but I think I found, because I also found a couple of them inside that I tested off camera because I was going to give it to my friend Aaron, you might have seen in a previous video, helped knock down the bar, and they were like cut off, and I tried continuity with the trigger pulled or whatever, and they were, you know, there's they didn't work. So that's a couple of sanders in there, and then I think I found about 5 or 6 more. Nice. It's like a hoe, isn't it? Or something similar. Manual winch. They call me the manual winch. And the free bin. Oh my god. That 55,000 keeps on ticking down, doesn't it? The amount of sanders and free bins. It's like a breakdown kit, I think. Always useful. Rust. Fork. Hand rake. Shiv. And I think that's the garage done. I will be de-rusting and testing tools at another point in the future, and taste testing all of the oils. So watch the next week's video.
So yesterday I carried on and removed all of the scrap metal from here. Moved it all to somewhere where I'll easily be able to pick it up in like a scrap metal skip or something. And now I'm left with all this compost material. So I'm going to clear out all of this patio here. Should look quite nice by the end of it. It will just be down to the bare concrete. I also finished off sort of moving all the stuff from around here and having a bit of a sweep, using that pit as a bin for now, as I assumed I would end up doing. Yeah, now I've got some actual room to play with. I've got all of my the lengths, like the guttering and stuff from over there. Move that all, and then I realised I had loads of sort of cylindrical shaped things, so sort of like old like waste pipes and guttering down pipes and things like that. So I put them all through there, so they can go easily up to the garden up there. So then we can make long routing like pots. So I'm gonna fasten, like cut like sort of foot long sections of pipe, fill them with compost in the spring, and then we can do like probably saplings in them, or things that have like long tap roots, so they can root easier than in a pot where they make like a big ball and not like an actual long tap root. But yeah, we'll do that in the sort of spring planting videos.
Which reminds me, guys, if you're not already subscribed, why not? What are you doing? It's free and easy to do, and it means that you can keep up to date with our house build. Thank you!
Hit the solar panel. There are bits just here that are completely covered in some sort of oil. That's the reality of it. So we don't want that ending up in our food system. You can see it's all like all sort of metallic looking and like sort of grey. It also absolutely reeks. It's like rainwater, dirt and oil. So we don't want that. Unfortunately, whoever put it there, it's their fault. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to check to see if this is actually encompassed by the
building's envelope, because if it's not, I know for sure that that shed eventually will be. So I'm not wasting much time other than clearing it up to use it temporarily. Not wasting much time actually making it good, but I think if this is just a concrete pad here, and it's not part of the envelope, then I'll probably think about putting some sort of shed here, or some sort of storage container or something. Maybe again made out of scrap materials, because that'll be good. This is a hand-drawn drawing of the existing building, which is obviously a lot bigger than our house plans. I'm currently sat in the pole barn, which is just beneath my chin. I'm sat sort of here. This is the building behind us, which was the milking housing area. The place where I'm storing everything is the kidding area. And yeah, isn't it cool just to see the drawings of what? Yeah, I found these in like in a cabinet just in the barn. I'm gonna have this framed and put in the new house. There are also some news articles about the business that was here before, because it was quite unique. So this is our plan. You can see the heavier line is the actual outline of our building, and the dotted line around it is the shed that's to be removed, which is, the shed is basically the name that the drawing's giving to the existing building. So for now, the most important bit is to demolish the entire existing building and then level out the ground. The current foundation that this building is sat on, obviously, doesn't matter actually what is there. The fact that we can't verify what's there without taking core samples all over the place in every single particular area where we're going to put a new wall, there's no way to actually prove that it's there. So we'd basically be betting on what the building was built on. So we have to at least take out a slither where where our strip foundation is going to be, which is underneath every single wall, both external, internal. They're just to different depths of foundation. But then we can still retain the concrete slab, basically to fast forward the part after foundations. So essentially it's atypical sort of building method, because we're going to have to use part of the concrete base, because I don't want to have to break it all up, take it all away. So we're going to try and use it to our advantage, but it is going to be a little bit trickier in the first place, because we're not going to be working with virgin land. We're going to be cutting our foundations out of a concrete base, of which we don't know the depth of. So we're going to cut out the strip foundation, lay our concrete underneath, build up with 7N per square meter to our damp proof course. That's going to be extremely hard. It's probably going to take the best part of a year to get to foundation level, because of, you know, the lack of labour and the added implications of having an existing building there. But that's fine. So here it is, the building regs accepted drawing that we're going to have to use as an instruction to build our bungalow with a mezzanine. This is the bit that we're most interested in, to begin with at least, because it shows the specs of the foundation and how we're going to attack this. Planning's triggered, got building approval now, and it's just up to us to now wait until there's a good sort of month to go at it. I'm hopefully going to use the whole of January, or the best part of January, to completely demolish, and then get to the point where I've measured out and drawn or maybe cut the foundations in. That's my goal for the end of January.
And that is it for this week's video, guys. Thank you as always for watching, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you liked today's video, and hit the subscribe so you can stay updated with our self-build journey. Thanks, see you soon.